Hey guys, so I figured I'd share my experience at Daymond John's 3-day training. It is the one that costs about $2,000. Some of you I'm sure are like, sucker! But no, so it was really good. It was definitely worth my while. One of the things that it talks about, and I'm not going to get into too much about what it talks about because it's not fair to Daymond John, his team, or even myself, right? So, but one of the major things that it talks about is how to make money on omni channels, and it really gets into how you do that pretty much step by step. So when you leave, you know how to do it, right? And you can make thousands of dollars a month off of this tool. So and everybody that was there, or everybody that was on Daymond John's team that was there, uses omni channels as a way to get more income a month. So that's another thing that was nice about it, is you knew they were using it as well. So therefore it is a successful way to do it. The other thing I talked about was taxes, and how can you get more money back on your taxes, especially if you are a business owner. Particularly, it's about business owners. So that was also another thing that was great. And how can you brand yourself, and is the branding that you're using maybe not so good, and should you kind of change it, up to attract more people along with your logo, and so things like that, right? The other thing that was absolutely wonderful about this training was you got a mentor, right? So you could talk to them about what your product was, what your service was, or whether or not you were going to go through with the omni channels, and how to change what you need to change, or what should you change, or what's working, and maybe how could you even make it working better, things like that. So I really loved my mentor. And the thing about him that I think I loved probably the most was he brought up things that I never would have thought of to even ask. And so that was very fruitful for me, very, very fruitful for me, for things that I will now be doing differently moving forward. So that was very wonderful. What I will tell you though is there is a sales pitch that starts the later half of the second day. That kind of rubbed me the wrong way, okay? And it wasn't so much about, just saying, hey, we have this continuing education for X, Y, and Z, you know what I'm saying? And it just being a short kind of snippet of a sales pitch. This just seemed like it went on a little bit too long for my liking, and I wasn't impressed with it. And even the third day, right, which was the last day, it got brought up again. And so I didn't like that, and I did write something about that on the little reviews that we do at the end. Like, I understand that you have something else that you want to sell because you want to make your money. Like, I get the whole entrepreneurship mindset, but come on, wait till the third day. But at any rate, and I will tell you this, if you have a product that you would like Daymond John to invest in and see and that sort of thing, you have to go to this 3-day training in order to go to these other classes that will get you to Daymond John, right? Which you will see in Las Vegas if you choose to do that. I did not, but I will tell you, if I had a product, I would have done it, because why wouldn't you? If you believe in your product, you should do it, because the likelihood of you getting on Shark Tank is like slim to none. So, but I think that's it. So I would say though, you should go. You should go. I think you will find that it was worth your while. I know for me it was worth my while. So go, have a good time, enjoy yourself. Oh, the other thing I'm going to tell you is they do not provide lunches. They do not provide lunches. And I was very, very disappointed about that. So, I'm driving, I just paid you $2,000. I'm driving an hour just to get there, for then there not to be any lunches. Like, are you kidding me? Or even refreshments for breakfast. So the only thing you get is water and coffee. At least that's all we got. The other thing is that I wasn't impressed about, considering the money that we paid, and there was 34 other people in that freaking class. They had the money, you know, and it was done at a broken down hotel. I wasn't impressed with that. You know, it wasn't a Super 8 or anything. It was a Holiday Inn, I'll tell you that. But the Holiday Inn was like a crap hole. All right. Come on, you know? So anyways, and that's where I will say for Mr. Wonderful. So I went to, he didn't really per se have a training, but it was promoted or advertised as a training. And when you went to Mr. Wonderful's, it was at a very nice hotel, you know. And so anyways, I actually have a video about Mr. Wonderful's training if you're interested in that. So, but anyways, I would say go and have a good time. I learned so much, and my sister learned so much, you know, and we're gonna do this omni-channel thing, and hopefully it hits the floor running, and we'll be making a few $1,000s extra a month. So, and the other thing is the mentors that are there are also doing the omni-channel sales that they talk to us a lot about. So that's another thing, because then you know, like, oh, it's successful. Because if this guy, which was our mentor, who was getting a check for $50,000 a month, and yeah, still messing around with omni-channels, then it must be worth your time. You know, he was in real estate, by the way. But anyways, so hope you'll find this video helpful. And enjoy your day. Bye, guys.